5 years ago this week, Arnold Schwarzenegger, it was revealed that Arnold Schwarzenegger had a love child with a former maid. He was divorcing his wife, Maria Shriver. We talked about whether we were surprised by the news. We talked about all of that and everything that went on. Shriver and Schwarzenegger, of course, publicly coming forward with this. And so many questions, Lewis, about this affair that Arnold Schwarzenegger had with Mildred Patricia Baena. And now that we've gotten some distance from it, number one, at the time, it seemed like this was going to be really damaging to Arnold Schwarzenegger's reputation. Has it been? I feel like some people see Arnold as sort of a sleaze, but he's still doing fine, right? Former governor of California. He's in movies. He's richer than ever.
That's it. He's still acting. It takes a lot to get you kicked out of Hollywood. And he's totally loaded anyway. This was not damaging at all, really. If anything, it helped him.
There were some people who reacted to this saying, hey, the former maid has hit the jackpot because, number one, she was getting hush money from Arnold for a long time. He set her up with what some people characterize as just this fantastic life. She has a son who is fully taken care of and blah, 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 blah. And then there was a reaction to that as having been very unfair and just sort of like, wait a second. This is someone whose life has now been dragged into the public eye and blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, there was a counter to that saying, well, she didn't want to have the possibility of her life being in the public eye. Maybe she shouldn't have had sex with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then people came back to that and said, David, you're underestimating that this was the maid, and Arnold Schwarzenegger may have had a power dynamic where she didn't even feel comfortable turning down. It was very complex to really get to the bottom of who it is that should feel good, bad, or otherwise in this situation.
Yeah, we don't know all the details. Didn't Arnold say that he did love this woman or something and that he had very strong feelings for her or something like that?
There were some comments about having strong feelings for her. And there was also the revelation that it took 7 or 8 years before Trump even found out that he had fathered this child with the housekeeper.
You mean Arnold?
What did I say?
You said Trump.
Sorry, we've been doing a lot of Trump stories related to infidelity as well. Arnold actually said he realized the kid kind of looked like him and started putting things together. Can you imagine not even knowing for 8 years and then saying, that kid looks just like me, and I did have sex with the kid's mom.
That kid's biceps are huge.
Right?
Yeah, that's...
Talk about accidentally having a kid.
Yeah, well, certainly that is a shame on the maid for keeping that from Arnold.
You think?
Oh, of course, yeah. How can you do that? I mean, it's his kid.
Wow. I think you're probably right.
Of course I'm right.
Arnold should have known.
That's a terrible thing to do.
Trump and Arnold should have known.
Yeah.
All right.